Welcome back into the NFL Every Game on the Board podcast, simulcast live on the WagerTalk YouTube channel, wherever you're downloading your podcasts at Sports Memo Podcast. Guys, we're doing the second half here of the Sunday NFL card. We got our closer, Minty Bets, on Twitter at Minty Bets. Minty, welcome in. How you feeling?
Feeling good. I'm pretty sad that this is the last week of the regular season. So that means football is coming to an end. But other than that, I feel okay.
Yeah, it's always mixed emotions. It's the year 2020, Minty, a lot going on. But at the same time, I still want football to go on for a long period of time. And it doesn't look like we're going to have the XFL this year. So that's kind of sad as well.
Wait, were you into the XFL when it was back?
Oh, yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed it. You didn't?
Huh. Not particularly. I didn't really like that there were like interviews after every single play and like that a lot of them were mic'd up, surprisingly. I didn't like that. And I don't know, it just kind of felt like a knockoff NFL. So I don't know, I just can't get into it. But I'm glad you liked it and you supported it because they need supporters and fans and stuff. So, but didn't Dwayne Johnson buy the XFL and now he's going to make something out of it?
Actually, I hope he does. I heard that. So I don't know if anybody in the chat box knows if they're actually going to be playing this year. That would be great. But I don't know, Minty. I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I don't either. Oh, well. Well, there's hope.
All right. Well, let's get into it, guys. We got Minnesota, Detroit for the first game up here, and we're going 117, 118, the rotation number, down through the end of the card, Arizona versus the LA Rams. So joining us, WagerTalk Sports Memo odd screen here. Minnesota, Detroit, we see the Vikings -6.5 or -7 point favorites, 54.5 being the total in the Motor City. Of course, Detroit having all kinds of like coaching issues, skeleton coaching crew. Matt Stafford, solid quarterback, but the offensive production being questionable at best. Minty, Minnesota, kind of an up and down team, an up and down handicap all year in the NFL. But still, I think that they're a road favorite for a reason. So if you can shop around, find it 6.5. It's been bought up here. The market telling us that Minnesota is likely the right side by 3 points being bought up since the opener, up to 6.5. So I would lean Vikings as the road favorite, -6.5. Shop around for the best number, guys. We got next game up 119, 120. Atlanta, Tampa Bay, NFC South rivals here, Minty. 50.5 being the total. 6.5. That's the Tampa Bay Bucks, the home favorite in Raymond James, Tampa, Florida. What are you thinking here, Minty?
Okay, so before we get started, I just want to say that week 1 and week 17 are the trickiest weeks to handicap. So I honestly might not bet any of these games here as like we don't really know what to expect. A lot of underdogs also win outright and cover in this last week too. So this is going to be, normally it's a rapid fire with me and you, but this might be even a quicker segment. So the Bucks already clinched a wild card spot, so I can see some key players being rested. If not at the beginning of the game, at least halfway through the game. They cannot risk getting hurt, of course, this late in the season. Although the Falcons have nothing really to play for, I hate using that like reasoning. I can still see them trying harder than the Bucks this week. So yeah, give me the Falcons plus 6.5 and sprinkle a little on the money line because, like I said, as I know, dogs can win outright this week, the most this week than any other week. So I kind of like the Falcons here, but no real analysis with any of these because, like I said, it's a trickier week to gauge.
All right, like in the Falcons plus the 6.5, maybe a little sprinkle there on the money line, but an outright with the underdogs in 2020. It's kind of been a theme here, guys. Minty, we got teasing the NFL, letting us know Stafford likely out. Yeah, if I didn't say that, meant to about the quarterback position in Detroit and him being a good quarterback in my eyes, but the backups very, I guess you could say, haven't proven themselves as much in the NFL. Also letting us know, yes, Dwayne Johnson did buy a portion of the XFL, and proud Babylonian saying there needs to be more pro football leagues. I agree, proud Babylonian.
Okay. Yeah, I think there does need to be more pro football leagues and in different cities as well, not just these major cities. What I had a problem with the XFL is that I feel like they should have gone to smaller cities or like, I mean, didn't they have one in Tampa and Chicago and cities that already had pro football teams? So I think they should have gone to and branched out in other cities so there could be other fan bases. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. a little bit smaller, like Tucson or something like that. That's where you're going.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, kind of like minor league baseball. We talked about the minors. Like I root for the Oakland A's because the Las Vegas Aviators are an affiliate of the A's, but I have no roots to Oakland really. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Broaden your fan base. Okay, I like it, Minty. So next game up, we got 1-2-1, 1-2-2. Baltimore Ravens, Cincinnati Bengals. We're seeing the Ravens -12 or -13-point favorites, 44.5 being the total in Cincy.
I love the Bengals here. I love them all season. They didn't do well against the Ravens in week 6, but they looked pretty entertaining the last 2 weeks as their offense has really been clicking, I think. They're 4-2 against the spread their last 6 when underdogs of 11 or more points. Also, I wanted to throw it out there, but in that same situation when they were underdogs of 11 more points, they're 7-3 to the under as well. So this under is a little bit low for my liking, but it's interesting. I think Cincy can keep it close though, with a little over like a touchdown apart.
And Minty, what do you think here about the Baltimore Ravens in a playoff push? You think they got a chance to go to the Super Bowl?
I do. However, I have some futures for the Super Bowl already. The Saints, Chiefs, of course, and I also like the Bills, Packers, possibly. I just don't see the Ravens. I don't know. When it matters most, I feel like they kind of freeze up and they kind of don't show up. So hopefully it's different this season, but I don't know. The Ravens aren't really high on my list in terms of Super Bowl contenders.
Okay, so if you had to pick a Super Bowl matchup, you would pick the Packers and Bills, or would it be the Packers and Chiefs?
I want to see the Bills do it. I think Packers and Bills.
All right. Well, good segue here to our next game up. 1-2-3, 1-2-4. The Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. AFC East rivalry of sorts. 47 being the total. Looks like the Bills -3.5-point favorites at home, Minty.
Holy crap, did you say 47? That has quite jumped quite a bit. The Bills most likely resting some starters as they've clinched a playoff spot already. This one's going to be short. The Dolphins are 7-2 against the spread when they're underdogs this season. I might take the Dolphins here, even though I know the Bills are very well capable. But let's see how the Dolphins do, especially if Fitzpatrick starts.
Yeah, I think they're going to start Tua, but Fitzpatrick's likely going to play. I don't know, that the play of the year, right, Minty, when he was getting his face mask ripped, or can you think of another one?
The no look pass, yeah, I think that was the play of the year because it's ingrained in my brain because I had the Raiders money line and it was looking so good until that no look pass. That's very painful.
Well, we must digress here. LA Chargers, Kansas City Chiefs, limited marketplace here, Minty. Not sure if this is a live line, but I'm seeing -3.5. That's the Chargers road favorites, 44 the total in Arrowhead.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too. I know Andy Reid is resting, of course, the starters, or key starters, I should say. The Chiefs are 0-6-1 against the spread their last 7, but I kind of like the Chiefs here as underdogs. Definitely not betting it. I think I might lean to the under, though. I can imagine Mahomes isn't starting, so there goes the pass game. And I'd imagine guys like Hill and Kelsey aren't going to be seen for maybe a couple touches, but that's about it. I like the under 44. It's kind of low, but I see a lot of very low totals this season or this week.
Minty, next game up, we got Seattle and San Francisco. 127, 128. The rotation numbers here: 425 Eastern, 125 Pacific kick. The Seahawks -6-point road favorites, 46 being the total in San Francisco, not San Fran there, Minty.
Not San Fran. Yeah, people in San Francisco really get mad when you say that. The Seahawks are 4-6 against the spread their last 10 as favorites this season. They haven't been doing a great job at covering. So Seattle looking to land the number 2 seed, but I can see the Niners keeping this game close. I cannot gauge if this San Francisco team is good or not because every time I bet against them, I lose, and for them, I lose. So I don't know if they're going to want to play for pride or not. I mean, and make their rivals land a lower playoff seeding or what, but my lean is the Niners plus the points here.
And what about, the Niners and going forward with their quarterback position, Minty? You think Jimmy G is the future? Where do you think they're going with that?
I've heard so many rumors on Jimmy G, like going to like the Saints or something, Jimmy G is a great quarterback. It sucks that he got hurt and couldn't really. I mean, he reached his full potential. I feel like last season. I would have loved to see how he did this season, seeing if there was a Super Bowl hangover or anything. I think Jimmy G could very, very well be their future. I don't see Nick Mullins or Beathard like being their future. So I hope Jimmy G stays there.
Okay. We got our Las Vegas Raiders at the Denver Broncos, a mile high here, Minty. We're seeing the Raiders 2.5-point road favorites, 51.5 being the total. Little rivalry here in the AFC West. What are you thinking here?
Yes. Oh, also, I think it would be funny if Jimmy G went back to the Patriots, but that's just like
that would be
for giggles.
Yeah.
The Raiders, are eliminated from the playoffs after losing to Patrick last week, as we talked about earlier. Although neither teams really need to play for anything, I think the Raiders might want to get another win up their sleeve just to prove that they can play smarter than last week. I go with the Raiders here, and also the under as they're facing off in chilly Denver. We know that altitude is also not friendly to any visiting teams, and Denver has one of the league's worst offenses. The last time this matchup has hit the over was in 2016, so I think the under might be the bet here.
Oh, nice stat there. Since 2016. All right. I like it, Minty, bringing the stats. We got one game left here, but follow Minty on Twitter at Minty Bets. I'm on Twitter at Drew Martin Bets. If you're watching on replay, that's cool too, guys. Feel free to drop a comment below. If you're liking the content, please smash the like button. Minty, anything else you wanted to shout out there in terms of what you got? Yahoo Sportsbook going on. You guys doing good things over there. Anything else you wanted to throw out?
Nope, just Yahoo Sportsbook. Just keep following that. We do a bunch of contests and giveaways, and we're going to do one pretty soon. I think this is the last week where you can enter to win a trip to Vegas. Someone has won every single week. All you have to do is pick 5 games against the spread and guess like the total amount of points that are going to be scored on Sunday. So super easy. Just follow us at Yahoo Sportsbook.
And also, guys, if you're on Instagram, WagerTalk Instagram, a lot going on there. You can get free plays, good betting advice there. So, check out WagerTalk on Instagram as well. We got last game here, Minty, in the NFC West, 4:25 Eastern, 1:25 Pacific kick here, 1-3-1, 1-3-2. Arizona Cardinals at the LA Rams, 40.5 being the total, with the Cardinals minus 3-point road favorites, Minty.
Wow, minus 3-point road favorites. Okay, I had 1.5, but I can see why. I absolutely cannot give an opinion for this game. Last week, I bet both the Cardinals and the Rams and lost. This NFC West division is, although like my favorite division to watch and keep up with, is the hardest for me to handicap this season for some reason. I think I let my biases get in the way of like betting. So Goff broke his thumb, which is kind of funny, but not really funny because Aaron Donald broke Drew Brees' thumb last season. So it's kind of like coincidental. John Wolford is starting for the Rams, and apparently he's a really good quarterback in the AAF. In fact, he led the AAF in touchdown passes. So he's kind of the most productive quarterback in that league, although never throwing a pass for the NFL at all. I kind of lean the Cardinals here as Kyler is supposed to start. I got that news this morning. And the Rams, like I said, they're starting this quarterback who's never thrown a pass in the NFL. Also, they're missing one of their best receivers in Cooper Kupp. So I lean the Cardinals, but I'm not betting this one.
John Wolford, you said the AAF. What?
AAF, yes.
Interesting. Okay, so that's another pro league that likely was shut down, I'm guessing, because of COVID-19.
I have no idea. I really didn't hear about the AAF until John Wolford's name came up, and I just looked him up.
Well, I remember him at Wake Forest. He was really good in the ACC. Real accurate passer in college. Now in the NFL, I didn't even know he made an NFL roster. So this should be interesting to watch how he does here against I guess in his first NFL appearance.
Yeah, and I think he used to be like the third string maybe for the Jets or something, but I'm not sure. I just read that real quick. But yeah, what interesting to see. I wish nothing but the best for him because I want to see every new guy start off successfully. But against Kyler, I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. I lean with with Arizona for sure. So we got teasing the NFL saying AAF folded in 2019, couldn't make it work, couldn't make a profit. So
wow, teasing the NFL is just full of knowledge, like the NFL Google right now. Also, guys, I do have to throw out this nugget real quick from Joe Osborne of Odd Sharks. He tweeted out Week 17 dogs are 41, 32, and 2. And then dogs of 7.5 or more points are 16 and 12 against the spread in Week 17. So it's not like super impressive, but the trend does lean towards the underdogs to cover the spread and win outright in Week 17. So that's interesting.
Yeah, good stuff, Minty, for sure. And is there anything else you wanted to throw out there before we shut this down?
Nope, just Happy New Year's, guys. Have a great and safe New Year's. Don't drink and drive. I don't know, stay safe and better yourselves so we can better our lives.
Better yourselves so we can better our lives. That's something I think we can all agree on, Minty. So good stuff there. Guys, follow her on Twitter at MintyBets. Check out Sports Memo, WagerTalk.com, the Gold Sheet as well. And we'll be right back with Teddy Covers here in just 3 minutes, doing the rest of the college football bowl season. Every game on the board. We'll finish it off here, guys. So come back and join us here on the WagerTalk YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in. Please smash the like button on your way out, guys.